All right, ladies and gents, this is a tutorial for completing the value scale and tints, tones, and shades. To start this assignment, we're going to start with value scale. You're going to go to the tutorial. Oh, it says coming soon. I'll change that after this. You're going to click on this document here where it says value scale, and this is what you should see. It sees a lot of percentages, colors, blocks. That's the right document that you want. You're going to click on the three dots, open in a new window. All right, and then we want to download it onto our computer. So you want to look for that arrow that's pointing down at the top right-hand corner. Okay, once it downloads, okay, pop down here for me. I don't need to open it. What I need to do now is I need to go to, this is Illustrator. I want to go to Photoshop. All right, and I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Open because it's a document I already have on my computer. And for me, it went to my downloads, okay? Most likely it went to downloads for you as well. Okay, so this is a document. Now it's in Photoshop. What we're going to be playing with is the opacities by using the paint bucket tool. Excuse me. All right, so I found my paint bucket tool. If you can't find it, again, remember your gradient tool might be showing. So if it's your gradient tool, you want to click and hold so you find your paint bucket tool. And it says pick two colors. The two colors that you're going to choose, think about the two colors you would like to use for your Zentangle project. So it could be any two colors that you like. Like this is a very pretty color, so I think I might want to use that one. I'm going to put that into one box, and then I'm going to find a bright, like pinkish color, maybe. Oh, that looks fun. Maybe a little bit more. Ooh, that's nice. All right, and I'm going to put that one in here. So these are the two colors I'm going to work with for this project. All right, it says, fill the squares with the correct opacity. So it says color 1. Since I already have the pink color on my paint bucket, I'm going to say this is my color 1. So it says 100%. If I look at the top of my bar here, it says 100% opacity. So I'm just going to click inside that first box to put 100%. I'm then going to change that to 85 to what the box says and has 85% opacity. I'm going to change it again to say 70 and 55, 40, 25, and then 10. So what's happening to this color is that it looks like it's getting lighter, but what's happening is it's actually more transparent. So if for some reason, I had a different colored background, say this page was yellow, that yellow would show through my pink, right? But it's more transparent. Now it says fill the squares with the correct opacity for color number 2. I'm going to find my eyedropper tool. I'm going to select that cool teal color that I like, or seafoam green. I'm going to go back to my paint bucket, and I'm going to do the same thing. Now, remember, look at what your opacity is already set at. It's set at the last opacity that you had. So it's set at 10%. So this time I'm going to work backwards. 10%, 25, 40, 55, 55, 70, 85, and then 100. All right, so the top part is done. So for my second part, it says overlapping colors. Fill boxes with color 1 first, then place color 2 opacities on top. So again, my color 1 was my magenta color. So you want to select the color that has 100% opacity, not the ones with the lower opacity. Okay, 100% opacity. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to my paint bucket. It says put color 1 first. So I'm going to put 100%. I'm going to do 85. I'm going to do 70. Now the numbers are slightly different. So this one's 50, 35. And you can see I'm reading the numbers that are on the top part of the squares. Okay, not the bottom. I'm reading the top part. 10, and then nothing in the last one. But what it's asking you to do is now you're going to place color 2 on top. So that means I'm going to take my teal color, go to my eyedropper tool, go to my seafoam green, 100% opacity one. right? And then I'm going to go to my paint bucket, and it says, reading the numbers down at the bottom of your squares, it says 0. That means I'm not going to put anything in here. This one says 10%. So I'm already at 10%. So I'm going to drop that color in there. See how it slightly changed? Right now I'm going to up it to 35. Put that in the third box. And then this is 50%. Right, so this is what the colors look like when you overlap them together at 50%. 50, 50, right? 70, and then 85, and then 100. Ooh, I put it in the wrong spot. Make sure that you're doing the correct spot. 85, and then 100. Okay, so now you can see this transition, this really cool transition from one color to the next. Now you're doing the opposite for the bottom squares. It says fill boxes with color 2 first. So color 2 is my teal. I already have that. It's already at 100%. So I'm going to start with that over here. All right, so I'm putting the teal in first. So I'm working backwards. 85, 70, 50, 35, 10, and 0. So that means nothing. Now what we're trying to see is if the colors are going to look any different for now that we're going to put pink on top. So the last section we put, in this section here, we put blue on top. Let's see if it looks any different with the pink on top. So I'm going to go to my eyedropper. I'm going to select my pink. Remember the 100%. Back to my paint bucket. Now it's saying 10%. All right, so I'm going to start over here because I'm looking at the top numbers this time. 10% here. Now I'm going to do 35 here. And then I'm going to do 50 and 75. Ooh, I'm sorry. That's 70. Let me change that. 70, 85, and then 100. So what you can see is that these colors are different when you overlap them in different ways. So if I'm comparing my 35 and 70, these are the two different colors that I've gotten. And then repeating or changing these ones, these are both 50-50, okay? And they are two different colors. So it depends on what color you put down first and the other color on top, you will get some different colors. All right, so that's it for this one. So when you're done, you're just gonna go File, Save. Okay, remember you always wanna save your document. And it's still saved as the JPEG. So then you can also go to File, Save As. You can rename it, first initial, last name, value, scale. Still go to your Zentangle document, your folder, and save it there. You can leave it as a JPEG. That's 100% fine. And then you would submit that document. Okay, if you have any questions, email me. I'm always available.